Welcome to another special 10th anniversary episode tonight with more of your all-time favorites. More of our viewer-voted Play It Again sketches from 10 years of Air Farce. Tonight only, we're looking back at some of the guests, some of the characters, and some of the funniest memories that you keep telling us you'd love to see one more time. Like this one.
Yes, you do make a good point. Yes. Excuse me. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Yes, hello. Man who would be king except his interfering mother won't step down until she corks off, yeah?
Prince Charles, Camilla is here.
Oh, yes, Camilla. Quite do send her in. Yeah. Oh, Camilla, darling, you look ravishing. Oh, dare say it's a little early for foreplay, don't you?
What is this?
It's first through the National Enquirer. A bloody good read. Yes, did you know Martha Stewart is carrying Tommy Soprano's love child?
It says you have a girlfriend in Montreal. How dare you have another woman when I'm the other woman?
Camilla, dear, it was nothing. Remember that old song? If you can't be with the one you love, pick up some crumpet in Montreal.
Then it's true?
It's only a brief, fleeting, meaningless moment.
How brief?
22 years. Believe me, you are the only one for me. I treasure you more than life itself. Well, actually, that's not quite true. If I were dead, I wouldn't treasure you quite as much, would I?
How could you, Charles? It is bad enough that you have another woman, but one in the colonies? Have you no shame?
Camilla, sit down, please. Let me explain.
There is nothing you can say.
Camilla, you are the only woman in my life, aside from Mummy. All right, there are two women in my life, but you are very, very, very special. I've never met anyone else quite like your charm, your grace, the way you catch a frisbee with your teeth. And of course, no one can crack walnuts between her knees like you can.
The Enquirer says this woman had your baby.
Rubbish, absolute poppycock.
Then how do you explain this?
Would you believe I have a horny evil twin?
Charles, I don't care who. Who is at the door? Calm
down. The servants will get it.
Charles, how could I ever trust you again, knowing you cheated on the woman you were cheating with?
Camilla, darling, have a drink. Calm yourself down. Yes. You are the only one that matters. I've always thought of you as best in show.
How do you explain such moronic, outrageous, absurd behavior?
Well, Camilla, when you're royalty, it just comes with the territory. Now, come on. Walkies!
Hello. The world has just lost someone special, a great inspiration to all who contributed so much to humanity. I'm speaking, of course, about Wyatt and Willie. Our dear, dear Willie was a source of pride for the entire rodent world. Hamsters, beavers, lawyers. And he was more than just the official February the 2nd groundhog. He was my close personal friend. And this song is for him. So long, fairy friend. You're pushing up daisies, that is clear. We loved you, oh stiff Willie, though you only worked one day a year. You left us last November. You said your last farewell. We found you 2 months later, and almost passed out from the smell. And it looked to me you'll forever be like a rodent in a hole, predicting soft spring flowers or 6 more weeks of effing cold. And we'll always walk in your shadow. Oh, Willie, Willie, Will. But we can take some comfort. At least you're not roadkill. You will always be my Willie, even though he's kind of dead. He will always be with me, 'cause I'm wearing him on my head. Thank you so much, and please do buy the CD.
Send in Constable Fraser.
You wanted to see me, sir.
Yes, I did. What's the matter with Diefenbaker?
Oh, well, this is Diefenbaker's replacement. Norm.
Now, Constable, something's been bothering me for 3 years, and I have to ask you, what the hell is a Mountie doing here in Chicago?
Well, sir, my job is to be a liaison with state and federal authorities in areas of mutual concern while appearing incredibly attractive to women.
And perhaps you can explain this.
That is a file folder, sir.
Are you trying to be smart?
No, sir. I'm simply trying to be a metaphor for the Canadian persona by creating an emotional conflict between myself and my American associates. Stay.
You have been gone for the past 2 months. What were you doing?
You know, you're awfully cute when you're angry. Sir, I had to return to Canada to personally rescue the secret love of my life.
Meg Thatcher from the Canadian Consulate.
No, sir. Rita McNeil.
The singer? What happened?
She had been kidnapped by Canada's most notorious gang, the Rankin family.
That explains this frightening CD.
Yes, sir. They took her to a remote location on Cape Breton.
Where exactly?
Well, it doesn't matter. Everywhere in Cape Breton is remote.
Were you called in because of your expertise in tracking?
Oh, no, sir. Because I was all the RCMP could afford. They blew most of their budget on the Mulroney Airbus lawsuit.
Stay.
Sir, I was on the trail for weeks, roughing it in the wilds, not caring about my personal being while running dangerously low on hair gel. Finally, I found the hideout. I quickly surrounded the house, and I overpowered the villains. And I will never forget the moment that I walked in to free my beloved Rita. She'd been locked in a room with nothing to eat but bread and water and pizza. I wasn't sure it was her until I heard her crying out to me.
I've been calling you.
So I have come to you. And now that I've seen you, I know, because my heart is aglow, that my love is true.
You're my royal hero, tried and true.
I've come from due south to the rescue. Ooh, ooh.
closely, our hearts to share, my dear. You will be with me, and I will be with you.
Welcome back to our second viewer-voted 10th anniversary special. We asked you what your favorite sketches were, you told us, and tonight we're playing them for you. Here comes another right now.
Pay attention to my commentary on banking because I'm pointing at you, my son. I don't actually have anything important to say about banking, but if the camera moves in close enough, it's as though I do. Now I'm going to start walking forward as though I'm going someplaces and moving my hands to make an emphatic point, which are in fact entirely meaningless gestures to distract your attention. Now I will stop and speak in a deliberate staccato rhythm as if I'm finally going to impart something important about the nature of banking. But before I do, the camera moves to the other side as if something important is going to happen, and it is. I walk off in a completely different direction. The camera tilts to one side, and then it tilts to the other side, trying to trick you into thinking that finally, here is the big moment when you're going to find out what you need to know about banking in this country. Take extreme close-up for no apparent reason. Then I start walking towards Rick Mercer. What are you doing? How's she going, my son?
Don't. How's she going, my son? Me? What are you doing?
I was.
You're doing my bit.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
You have no idea what I do you? That hurts me.
Well,
Okay. You have to start with a basic statement of fact. See, something like, last year in this country, the banks made a profit of over $9 billion. At the same time, they laid off over 17,500 people. And now, you start moving the hands to make an emphatic point. But in fact, you're really just distracting the audience's attention. And now, when they least expect it, boom, you change directions. And now no one can possibly follow your line of logic. And now, you start to speed up, huh? Just to give the cameraman a bit of a heart attack. And then the camera stops and zooms in for, boom, the big point of the piece.
So, what's our take on the banks, Rick?
They're too damn greedy!
Hello. My wife and I would like to talk to you about a complaint that afflicts all Canadians during the winter. Seasonal affective disorder.
SAD.
SAD is bloody catastrophic.
SAD. It creeps up on you during the long winters, is due to lack of sunlight, breathing stale, dry air, and watching that drugstore commercial where women say, "I look forward to being old."
But these conditions do bring on a long-term depression.
And you can almost mark the moment it starts. You wake up one morning and say,
when is this effing winter ever gonna end? Seasonal affective disorder leads to depression,
sexual dysfunction,
lack of energy,
sexual dysfunction,
lack of self-esteem.
Sexual...
I get them,
The physiological effects include diminished glandular secretions,
headaches at bedtime,
high blood pressure,
headaches at bedtime,
loss of skin tone.
Headaches at
I get the message.
And sudden inexplicable outbursts of rage.
And ladies, when seasonal affective disorder is combined with PMS, you feel as though nothing can pull you out of it. Though I personally just take a few drops of echinacea first thing in the morning and mix them
with a 2-gallon jug of vodka. When suffering from SAD, try and avoid those things that make you even more depressed.
Yeah, things like credit card statements.
Or any novel about coming of age on the prairies. And to get your mind off SAD, get naked. Get your partner to thrash you with poison ivy.
Huh?
You'll be so busy scratching you won't realize you're depressed.
And then one day, when you think it's never going to end, you get a morning like we had this morning.
Yes. Yes, with just a coming hint of spring.
A sense of spiritual rebirth.
Oh, yes, that Mother Earth is arising again, bringing with her the sap of regeneration.
But any day now you can run barefoot through the grass.
Elated!
Have your spirit renewed.
A day like today!
Yes! Oh, yes!
I'm Wilfred Grimm. And you know, I start every morning with a bowl full of this crap. It's the right thing to... What the hell is that? Criminy, no one gives a flying fig what network they're watching. Get rid of it. Go on. As I was saying, it's the right... All right, who's the Weisenheimer? Oh, you're really starting to get on my nerves, you know. What is the point in showing viewers that they're watching CBC or CTV or NBC or ABC or CBS or whatever they already know? And if they don't, they're probably charter members of the Society for the Chronically Stunned. And showing them these annoying little logos ain't gonna help. Oh, geez, now there's News World. What the heck is that squiggly thing supposed to be? Kind of looks like a horny snake in traction. Look, I tell you, we don't need all this extra stuff junking up the screen. If we're watching Sports Desk on TSN, we don't need to see some stupid words and symbols telling us what we're doing. And I've had enough with those intrusive little CCs. And nobody cares about the fact that the show is in stereo, or Sensurround, or digital fiber optic high definition, or even if it's broadcast live from Mombasa. All right, now get all this garbage off the screen before I kick some butt. Go on, get rid of it all. Yeah, well, that's better. Jeez. When I turn on my television set, I want to watch the program, not catch up on my reading. So you networks out there, get rid of all that crap. I'm telling you, it's the right thing to do. Oh, nuts.
Welcome back. 10 years of Air Farce. So many sketches, so many guests. Here's another one of our most requested.
To us and the beautiful life we have together.
To us. Is something wrong, honey?
Wrong? No, there's nothing.
There is something wrong.
I could never fool you, Edgar. You're always so sensitive to my needs.
Well, I've done a lot of reading about what women really want. You know, those diagrams with the arrows really help.
It's just amazing what they put on beer cases these days.
So what is it? Your career, our marriage?
Edgar, I am very concerned about global warming.
What?
Global warming. The systematic worldwide elevation of the ambient temperature of the Earth.
Oh, yeah. What?
Polar ice caps are melting. The ocean levels are rising. Those poor polar ice caps.
the diet pills again?
Everything is a big joke to you.
That is not true. Just the things you focus on.
Oh, yeah? Would you tell me one thing funny about global warming? One thing.
Well, this afternoon I was walking through the park and I saw a squirrel using a butterfly to fan his nuts.
Edgar, how can you go on like normal, knowing that a chunk the size of Prince Edward Island broke off the Larsen B ice shelf in Antarctica?
It's just the kind of guy I am. Don't worry, honey. It'll probably crash someplace where no harm will be done, like Prince Edward Island. There are more important things in life, like family, friends, rolling up the rim to win.
Well, when you put it that way...
Just let it go.
You're right. I feel better already.
Besides, scientists say all life will be extinguished when the giant asteroid hits Earth anyway.